Wanda says, indeed, the entire administration is nothing short of embarrassing, incompetent, and corrupt. I must clarify, I am not referring to white individuals. You all should genuinely feel ashamed of this, truly. I am a black woman and a lesbian. How do you believe I am faring? Why are you involving us in this matter? They are gay couples engaged in selling products. Simply focus on selling your items. Wanda Sykes has returned and did not merely mock Trump, she unveiled the truth about him. In a startling moment on live television, Wanda addressed everything from his disgraceful administration to his tendency to transform serious matters into more distractions. A man who has evaded criticism for years lost his composure right there in front of the audience. But what triggered his reaction? Was it the truth resonating too closely with his reality, or was it something more profound? The subsequent video is grounded in actual public statements and occurrences. Remain with us, this moment transcends more comedy. And do you agree with Wanda? If yes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. When Wanda jokes that she is smarter than the president, the whole crowd laughed. But let's be honest, behind the joke there's a serious point. The man had no clue about the law or the real consequences of his actions. So what do you think? Why did things turn out this way? Why did people vote like that? Sometimes America just does its own thing. People say white women did not support Trump, but they did not support Hillary either. So why did not more white women vote for another woman? Honestly, I think some of you all need to watch more Bravo, and let's not forget those serious commercials with interracial couples. Apparently even that scared some folks. Wanda does not hold back. She called it like it is, from the confusion around women supporting women to how a serial ad caused outrage. This election was not just about politics, it was about fear of change. Then Trump goes, I will protect LGBTQ citizens from hateful foreign ideologies. Like really? You are supposed to fix America and you are targeting a group that make up less than 1% of the population. And even gender affirming care, they don't even understand it, but they are obsessed with stopping it. It's weird how everyone's talking about sex change, but no one's talking about climate change, which affect all of us. Trump says he is protecting LGBTQ people from violence and oppression. Sound nice, right? But then you realize he is spending more time on issues that impact less than 1% of the population. Now don't get it twisted, LGBTQ rights do matter, but it's about priorities. If your house is on fire, should you really be worried about the garden decorations? Wanda's not just being funny, she is pointing out how off track the whole thing is. Like the president seems totally out of the touch with what really matters. And then there is this hope, like maybe one day he will finally act presidential, but come on, if he has not learned to control his emotions by age 70, it's probably not happening. That's the kind of stuff we teach kids, not grown men. Wanda says, I am teaching my 7-year-old how to manage their emotions. Trump is 70. If he has not learned by now, he probably never will. If he is rude, that's just how he is. That's the truth. Wanda said one thing and the whole mood shifted. But she was not being mean. She was being honest. The kind of honesty that stings because it's funny. While the country kept hoping Trump would finally act presidential, Wanda gave us the answer no one wanted. Maybe he was never planning to change. And it was not just Wanda. Hollywood icons like Cher and Robert De Niro also spoke up, and they did not hold back up. Cher went all in. She said, I will try to be as honest as I can. I believe, no I know. You are the honest man I have ever met in my life. In just a few moments together, she said Trump showed every awful quality a man could have, and even discovered some new ones. She called him stupid, selfish, unkind, and straight up gross. That was not just burn, it became a meme. The internet lit up. This was not just a celebrity throwing shade, it was a full-on viral movement and people could not look away. Then De Niro added his voice, calling Trump dangerous. He said Trump has brought bigotry, distrust, and white supremacy back into the spotlight, and that alone should disqualify him. Cher's word hit hard because she is not just criticizing Trump, she is exposing the way he has mastered the art of lying. For him, this honesty is not just a tactic, it's who he is. And she is not the only one who feels this way. Millions have watched him twist the truth again and again with the confidence of someone who has been doing it his whole life. Cher did not hold back. She said if someone ever called her daughters a hot pieces of ass, She would not just be angry, she had been ready to fight, and who would not? She made it clear, a man who would risk the entire country just because he can't stand to lose does not deserve respect. He does not deserve loyalty. He does not even seem to have a moral compass. He wants to rule like a king, but he refuses to work of a leader. Cher's outrage goes beyond politics, it's personal, it's moral. She was showing us the difference between someone who wants power and someone who earns it. If this feels harsh, maybe it's because it needs to be. I get why some people were desperate enough to vote for him, but this man, this extreme narcissist, would change the world in the all wrong ways if we let him. In the end, it's not about Cher or Wanda or any celebrity, it's about us. We are the ones who decide what kind of future we want. Do you agree with Cher? Is this kind of leadership we need, or is it time to demand better? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe if you want to more honest conversation like this one. Trump, as Cher said, is not just a narcissist, he is a dangerous one. A man so obsessed with himself, he is willing to risk everything just to feel like he is winning. And if we let him keep doing that, the damage could be massive. But Cher did not speak up just to complain. She is calling people to action. She is reminding us that the power does not only belong to politicians, it belongs to us, to the people. That's where the real story begins. That's where the real story begins. Because while leaders may hold titles, we hold the vote. The change starts with us. And just as the internet was still reacting to Cher's harsh truth, boom, Robert De Niro showed up, and he did not hold any time back up. His words, brutal honesty, and yes, a little bit funny, but also incredibly serious. De Niro called Trump what he truly believes he is, a complete fool, not just foolish, dangerously foolish. He said, look at the stuff he says, it's nonsense, he can't form a smart sentence, he is not clever. He is just an idiot. And the scariest part, he is an idiot with power. De Niro was not just roasting a politician, he was sounding the alarm. And underneath that frustrations is a truth that hits hard, that Trump's inability to lead, think clearly, or take responsibility make him a threat to the future of this country. And the memes, they spread like wildfire. But this was not just another viral moment. This was De Niro using his voice to say, wake up. If you don't like what's happening, vote, speak up, act now. And then he really went in, he is a criminal, a cheat, a con man, a coward. He does not care about anything but himself. He avoids taxes, he lies, he thinks he is outsmarting the system, but really he is just a disgrace. There's no sugarcoating here, just raw, unapologetic truth. This was not about Hollywood, this was about America. And when Trump brags about wanting to hit people, De Niro claps back, yeah, I would like to punch him too. But it's not about violence, it's about values. It's about the kind of leadership we deserve, the kind of future we want. De Niro asks the big question, is this really who we want as president? And deep down, a lot of people know the answer. His anger was not fake, it was not for attention. It came from a place of real fear, that this country is being led by someone who does not respect it, does not understand it, and does not deserve to lead it. So now the question is for you, do you agree with De Niro, with Cher, or do you think we should keep pretending that everything's fine? Because if we want better, we have to demand better. Do you think Trump pretend to be clueless just to manipulate people? Some believe that, but honestly I don't. I can't understand how so many people in this country truly believe that he cares about them. It shocks me, it confuses me, it honestly blows my mind. This is not new, it's been happening for years. He reminded me of someone who writes, televangelists, you know, like Tamify and her husband, send us your money and we will save you. Same story, just a new face. The pattern is so obvious now, yet people still fall for it. That's what puzzled Robert De Niro, and he is not alone. He sees Trump as a con artist, and it's hard to argue with that. But here's the real issue. It's not just that Trump lies, it's that people still believe him even when the lies are staring them right in the face. It's the kind of thing that leaves you speechless. What will it take to finally wake people up? Why do so many vote the way they do? What's really driving these decisions? Sometimes America just behaves like America. You ever watch The Bachelor or The Real Housewives? Wanda Sykes made a bold but brutally honest point. If women on reality TV can't come together over one man, how can we expect them to unite behind another woman in politics? It's uncomfortable, but it's real. Politics is ruthless, and maybe, just maybe, some women are still struggling to support each other when it's matter most, especially at the ballot box. And what happens when the system itself is bullied to work against women? Let's go deeper. Wanda says, black women, they are done caring this, they have done with work, they are taking a break. And she is not joking, she is telling the truth, and the truth stings a little. Black women have been holding it down for everyone, for generations. The emotional labor, the organizing, the showing up, it's exhausting. So now they are allowed to pause, they have earned it. And when she says, don't come at us with your big pleading eyes, she means it. It's time for others to step up. Wanda might be making the audience laugh, but her message is clear. Respect black women, they have carried enough, now it's your turn. Now is the time to let black women rest seriously, because if you ask them one more question, they might just snap you back to reality real quick. And right on cue, Trump loses it on stage, and Melania completely silent, no words, not a smile, just nothing. And that silence, it made even more noise that if she had said something out loud. So what was really going on in her mind? That's where it gets interesting. And then there's the hand, or more accurately, the missing handhold. You know the moment I am talking about. Trump reaches for her and she swats his hand away like he's a mosquito buzzing around Mar-a-Lago. It's happened more than once on camera in front of the world, and it was not just awkward, it was intentional, like a silent protest, just stiff fingers and cold rejection. Was she asking for help, sending a message? Or was that Melania's final goodbye in code? Whatever the reason, one thing's clear. If your own spouse won't even reach for you, maybe voters should think twice before doing it either. And just when you thought it could not get any wilder, after Cher scorched him and De Niro dismantled him, Wanda steps up. She is not holding back. Curious how the audience reacted when she went after Trump. Let's just say they were waiting for it, because everything Wanda's saying, it's not rumor, it's not conspiracy, it's all public knowledge, baby. And Wanda, she is loving every second of it. From the courtroom drama to Trump passing gas, yes, really she is fully entertained, and let's be real, so are we. It's not every day you see a former president sitting in court trying to look serious while allegedly cutting one loses. Wanda says she had rather be at home, and honestly, who can blame her? But here's the kicker. Have you noticed something strange? Trump does not really seem to age. Seriously, does not he kind of look the same? In fact, some people say he looks younger, which makes you wonder, is he getting youth blood transfusions or something? Kidding, probably, but jokes aside, the man is old. And you know what comes with age? You fall asleep in wide places, and yeah, sometimes you let one slip. Most people might just think, well, he is an old man sitting in court, so what if he nodded off or let one slip? But this guy, let me tell you something, if Joe Biden did that, there would be a blimp flying over the courthouse that said Joe Biden farted. I am serious. They had amplified the sound, they had have a microphone tapped to his butt. It had been on Fox News for a full 72 hours. They had run slow motion, analyze the sound wave, maybe even hold a congressional hearing. But when Trump does it, crickets, he passes gas in court and the media just moves on. That's the double standard Wanda's talking about. What's a joke for one man is treated like a national emergency for the other. And what's not even the wildest part, Wanda says you can't even joke about him. Trump supporters lose their minds. She's right. Some of them actually come to her shows and she's standing there thinking, why are you here? Do you not know who I am? It's not like this is new. She is been telling the truth through comedy for years. But the moment she drops one Trump joke, they start groaning, they get up, they storm out like they did not know what they signed up for. But come on, going to a Wanda Sykes show and getting made about a Trump joke. That's like going to a horror movie and freaking out when the monster shows up. If you are still surprised by no, that's not on her, that's on you. Because Wanda is not changing, she will keep calling it out, she will keep making us laugh and think that's her thing. Maybe the show is not for you. Her audience knows exactly what they are in for. But here's the truth. If you go to a Wanda Sykes show and expect not to hear a joke about Trump, then honestly the joke's on you. It's like walking into a horror movie and being shocked when the monster shows up. Wanda's been doing for these years, unapologetic, sharp and hilarious. So if you are still caught off guard, maybe it's time to look inward, because the people walking out, they are the ones missing out. Wanda never just tells jokes, she delivers truth wrapped in laughter with a little sting when needed. That's her gift. While I agree with Wanda's take on Trump's action and behavior, but I personally do not support LGBTQ ideology. That's my personal belief and I wanted to be clear about that. Our goal with this video is to present the fact clearly without exaggeration or misrepresentation. This content is fully compliant with YouTube's community guidelines and fair use policy and exists for commentary, public interest and media analysis. If this video sparked something in you, made you think, laugh or even disagree, that's the point. Please consider subscribing for more honest, thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching. If you have any question about this video, so you can ask me in this comment section.